I want to be rich and I want lots of money. I don't care about clever. I don't care about funny. Greetings, Capricorn. All placements. This is Lily Allen, the Fear. Don't mind the crappy accent. I want loads of clothes and loads of diamonds. I hurt people while trying to find them. And I'll take my clothes and it won't be shameless because everybody knows that's how you get famous. Okay, Capricorn, some of you guys could have a following. You could be dealing with someone who does. You could be meeting with someone. Someone with a following can be watching you. I was hearing that Madonna song, every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up on you. Okay, Hierophant, very strong Taurus energy. Taurus came through multiple times, especially because unicorn. Hearing from the last unicorn, I just heard the skull, who's like the keeper of the unicorns in the Red Bull. He's like, unicorn, you're getting away. So someone can be in disguise. Capricorn, someone didn't see someone because they were an ugly duckling at the time. Like someone didn't see someone's worth because it was hidden. But they like it just had to be that way. We all know this. It had to be that way because had someone really gone for something, someone would have gotten got, okay? Because what does she say? I heard people while trying to find diamonds. Strong Aries energy, strong Taurus. Aries is here multiple times. For a lot of my Capricorns, you are in this era where I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. Some of you guys might actually be coming out. But for the most part, a lot of my Capricorns, you are going to meet someone who's going to pull you out of your shell, or you are going to pull somebody else out of their shell. Someone can also be in a commitment, a relationship, a job that's really dry. It seems practical. Maybe these people are from the same tax bracket. They're in the same sport. They're in the same field. I'm hearing work wife, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here. But it's like dry, it's boring. Someone's stuck, someone feels trapped. Capricorn, there can also be a situation here where it's like people know you as someone who it's like, oh yeah, ever since they got out of that relationship, ever since they got out of that marriage, like they're never gonna commit again. They're never gonna get married again. They're never like, oh yeah, they're never gonna work for somebody. They're an entrepreneur all the way. And it's like some of you guys in this next chapter in life, you can be meeting someone and getting married like almost immediately. And people are like, wait, what? Wait, what? Or you can go from being an entrepreneur or someone, you know, maybe some of you guys are lucky and like have some inheritance or something. And it's like you start working an 8 to 5 and people are like, wait, what? They're an employee now? They have a normal job now? Wait, what? They said that they were never going to get married. They had that horrible thing there. And now they're just like wedding bells with some, wait, what? But it's because when it's the right thing, it's the right thing. And for a lot of my Capricorns, it couldn't be the right thing before because you didn't know yourself at a layer deep enough yet. So it's like, it wasn't the wrong thing and it wasn't fake. It was right for you at that level of consciousness you were at when you were at that job, when you were in that marriage, when you were in that relationship, when you were living in that space. But this new space, this time it's different. This time something's different. I was hearing hallelujah money. If you know the song, you know, it's by Gorillaz. He starts out that song though, and he's like, here is our tree that primitively grows. It grows all night. And when we're sleeping, these scarecrows from the Far East come and eat all of its fruit. So I've been thinking, how do I protect our tree? So, and he says, we will build a wall. Walls like unicorns. He's like much stronger than the walls of Jericho. So walls of unicorns, someone finds someone very magical, very ethereal. Someone finds someone fascinating. Someone is seeing like the power in the feminine, like the power in magnetism, the power of the heart, anahata, the power of love, the power of not coercion and manipulation and fear. There's a song, The Fear, but truly making others feel safe. You know, someone can also be a teacher or a mentor or a guide of sorts, or they deal with animals or kids or elderly. Like someone deals with a group and someone notices that whoever they're around goes from being like sharp and closed off and maybe very like staccato and rigid to like free thinking and flowing and loving and playful and like curious and like confident. Like someone really brings out the best in others. Someone really brings out the best in you. So yeah, he says, stronger than the walls of Jericho. He says, and in a few, we shall reap abundantly what we had always dreamt of having. It's ours. Enough starving. So Capricorn, he says in a few. So this could be in a few months, in a jiffy. This could be around your birthday season. I am sensing around then, January through April is coming through really strongly. But yeah, in the fear, someone, wants a lot of money. Someone wants to have stability. I look at the sun and then I look in the mirror. I'm on the right track. Yeah, I'm on to a winner. I'm the winner. I don't know what's right or what's real anymore. I don't know what's right or someone doesn't know what's real. I'm being taken over by the fear. Someone is overthinking and very rigid, very staccato, very tense, but it's like in the presence of somebody else, all of a sudden all of that just like melts away. And someone, I don't know, someone is like having a revamp. I was also hearing Till the End of Time by Justin Timberlake. If love was all I had in this life, that'd be enough till the end of time. He says there's so much disaster in this world. It makes me wonder, where am I going? And there's also so much darkness, but I see beauty in you. So someone can also just be a cynic, and being around someone, they're like, you give me hope for humanity. And you know, Capricorn, there's really something to be said for the valleys of life. Like truly, we wouldn't get to a place of really deeply feeling and enjoying the peaks without those valleys. The valleys are necessary. And there's something here of quite the valley that is making someone in perfect alignment with somebody. Someone like you, someone like you. I'm hearing that song by Mac Miller. Someone like you. Someone never thought that they would ever be with someone like you. Someone never thought that they would be in a job or in a situation. It's the situation of someone who's like, yeah, I'm never going to get married again. I'm never going to be in a serious commitment again. But then all of a sudden, it's like they also never thought that they'd meet someone like you. Someone's like, yeah, I'm never going to have a boss again. That's horrible. I'm only going to work for myself. But then they met, you know, this position, this team. They're like, no, that's my team. That's my place. Something just fits. Something is also, it's just the right time. It is time, like Rafiki. Something is an epic. Something is going to be epic. I was also channeling mustard, Colonel Mustard, clue. Something could be a clue. I was also tasting like salt and vinegar chips, which has never really been my thing. I do like vinegar. I like pickles though. But I've never been a salt and vinegar girly. I don't know. I was channeling that. But yeah, someone has also been sitting, doing something for a long time, and people notice and they're like, why are you still doing that? Like, you're not getting anything from it. Like, people can be judging someone. They're like, it's not really yielding any fruit. Like, you're still digging. It's still not doing anything. But someone is about to have a big break with the Star, the Two of Wands, and the Hierophant. Someone is about to be noticed. You know, I always think of so many, like, entertainers and actors and actresses and artists. It's like they heard 1,000 or 2,000 no's before they got one yes. But that one yes is the only thing that they needed. So a lot of my Capricorns, the yes that you need is in the very near future. Like just around the river bend. Literally. Could be heaven sent Aquarius season. Yeah, and someone that you could be dealing with right now is a total clown, and you're chrome. So like, you're too strong. Chrome is way stronger than gold. You're too polished. Eagles fly heights, crows cannot reach. So you will survive this devil's labyrinth, this maze. Someone is totally dramatic. Am I the drama? This can be someone that's like, I don't like drama. Very strong Virgo, Leo, Cancer energy. The most dramatic masculines of the zodiac. When I say masculine, I'm not speaking about gender. We all have masculine and feminine dynamics. So anyone who has a more masculine placement in those three planets can be a bit dramatic at this time. It is just an astrological thing. Someone definitely doesn't know their worth, but someone is going to come in hot. Someone has been deceiving someone for a while. Again, someone can be working so many jobs, have so many caregiving roles, and it's like they're only getting paid for like 1/6 of the work that they're doing. Something is accumulating. Someone can also work with their hands or a blue collar, or like not in air conditioning or sitting down. Someone is in a really competitive environment. Someone is really trying to stop someone. The more radiant and performative you are at this time, Capricorn, like, you're going to be seen. And I know that can be difficult for Capricorns, because Capricorns are humble and are not usually showboating, but they are meant to be role models and in the limelight, and like a spokesperson or seen. there's something here about being noticed for your looks or someone else, but they are humble, and it's because the inside is beautiful, so it just shows on the outside. But it's like people in today's world aren't used to that. They're used to people looking pretty on the outside being more rotten on the inside, and that's not you, or that's not this other person. Bless you.